It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. Thank you for joining us. I am David Stroud here with Bob Rechtenwald and
whoop whoop. It was coming.
Scott Callies.
It was coming.
I thought I'd preempt it and just have you do it first.
There you go. You beat me to it.
Right.
So then we got two of them. That makes Bob happy.
Hey, there's no reason to prolong the agony. Just
get it out of the way, right?
Yeah, but don't wait on him. Just do it.
Thank you for joining us, and we like to start the morning show off with the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state and 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And we sure do appreciate what they do because it's a very hard time in someone's life when they lose a loved one, and that's what they're there for. And they're been number one. You said yesterday, number one
for over 20 years.
For over 20 years. So they definitely know what they're doing.
They can definitely make a difference.
Definitely.
You want to know I tell everybody, you want to know the difference for Roller Funeral Home, go over there and talk to one of them.
Right.
They are got a passion for what they do. They really think that they're making a difference, and they do.
Yeah. As they say, people are just dying to get in there.
I could have won another round, but all right.
All right. And with that, we will take a moment for the morning prayer and pray for Bob. Now you've got me all flustered. Dear Lord, please watch over us in this time of turmoil with voting seating upon us. We hope that the right person gets in there and maybe can slow the division of this country. I know it's just the primaries, but it makes a difference too who we elect and what they say and how they treat others. So please watch over those officials as they win or lose today. It's all a part of it. So in this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. And if you ever find yourself in that position, please give them a call because they will take care of everything for you. And pre-planning is very important. I've always heard about it. I haven't done it myself. I probably should. But if you go in and talk to them about it, they can set you up in any kind of plan that you're looking for. I'll be looking to be cremated. How about you, Bob?
I don't care. I won't be here to worry about it.
Just slap you in a box and throw you in the ground. Scott, what about you?
I've got a whole thing written out, but yes, I'm going to be cremated.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. So now we will take a short break and hear from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We do enjoy a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Oh yes, got some cloud cover today, but it's still a beautiful shot. It's in Marion County, looking over Baxter County, way off in the distance in the center. One day we'll find out the name of the mountain that it zooms in on, but that's in Missouri. To the left, Bull Shoals. To the right is Mountain Home. You can see the ball field down in Cotter, Arkansas. And the beautiful shot.
I'm switching over real quick because it's on a really good shot right now.
Yes,
I like
it
that
is.
One.
It's super green, I like to call it. This is brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net and take a look at the White River as a live shot. These that zoom in for about 15 seconds in and out in different areas. You can see the overall wide view, and I love it. Every day we see it. Well, every Tuesday and Thursday I see it on the show, but it's an incredible view. One day I will have this view.
There you go.
Or one like it.
Or one, okay, yeah, one like it. And you can see the silhouette. Did you see it?
Let me go back.
That's all right. You see that silhouette right there? I mean, that is miles off in the distance. That is one heck of a camera. But one day One day, Bob, right?
Whatever trips you triggered.
Beautiful shots.
Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
It's Bob Zadora, the Z Team.
Realtors that you would recommend to a friend. And if you're looking to buy or sell your home, they can get the job done. Linda's natural at staging your home, and you really want to do that when you're looking to sell. You don't want to leave things, all over the place. So give them a call at 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net. Take a look at their listings if you're looking to buy. I've seen some incredible ones that they've put on their Facebook. Really beautiful. Some with views like that. Not exactly that, but yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful shots. So
I think anything for the right price. So when you become
Yeah.
rich,
get the lucky lotto ticket.
there you go.
Now, let's take a look at the weather. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. In Mountain Home, it's 57. Harrison is 56. Batesville is 61. Yellville is 58. Marshall is 61. Salem is 57. Mountain View is 61. Calico Rock is 57. West Plains, Missouri, 57. Springfield, 57. Poplar Bluff is 58. And St. Louis, Missouri is 56. It's going to be another cool day, isn't it? Hey, we're moving along, and I refreshed it this time, Scott.
Good job. Good
Let's hide
job.
this menu. Looks like we've got quite the accumulation of rain and storms, and hopefully not tornadoes across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, into Kansas. Where'd it go? There we go.
It's coming back.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I like that previous shot better. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. And so it's making its way. It looks like more north than the east, but it's going to flow into Missouri and Arkansas later on. So be on the lookout for that. Over in Washington, D.C. is getting a little rain. Portland is going to be getting some. They always do. And Seattle, well, it's dissipating, but it always rains there, and who cares? Refreshing. Severe storm targets, Texas this week. That was like that yesterday, wasn't it? Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas and Louisiana. If you're heading south, it looks like it has pretty good potential. So you want to be safe on the road running south. Hey, this was like work yesterday. Everything's going slow. Flood watches across Kansas, Oklahoma, South Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and eastern part of Texas. Looks like we got some more red flag warnings over in New Mexico, parts of Arizona, Colorado.
That's always in red flag warning.
Yeah. They don't get no rain, do they?
I think it just stays there.
crosses it all the time. 7-day forecast. Tonight, slight chance of thunderstorms, then larger chance, 20 to 80% through the night, high of 69. Tonight, 80% chance of thunderstorms, low of 63. Wednesday, thunderstorms, 80% chance, high of 75. Wednesday night, 40% chance of thunderstorms, low of 57. What is going on? Thursday, 30% chance of thunderstorms, high of 66. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 53. Going into the weekend, I'll take it. Friday, mostly sunny, high of 75. Friday night, mostly clear, low of 56. Saturday, 82, high of 82. And I seen you roll down here. Let's see. Sunday night, Sunday, sunny with high of 85. Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 67. That's excellent, because we were going to go floating Sunday. My brother called me as I just got the truck totally filled with everything and said, buddy, it's too cold.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did you see what Memorial Day was?
Sunny, high near of 87. It's going to be a great Memorial weekend.
Be a great weekend.
Yes, we sure do appreciate the service and the reason for it being Memorial Weekend. The pollen count, please hold. Tree pollen high. Tomorrow none, and Thursday none. Now, we want to watch out for that, because yesterday when Bob was talking about this, it said today was going to be none. And now it says that it's high. So take this with a grain of salt that tomorrow and Thursday will be none, because it'll probably change.
Or take Claritin. Good answer.
Yes. Grass
Good answer.
pollen today is low, tomorrow moderate, and Thursday moderate. Nobody cares about ragweed right now, so we're moving on. Norfolk Lake water level is 571.99. It is 19.99 feet above full pool at 552, and they have zero generating right now as of when I called. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 687.47. It's 28.47 feet above full pool at 659. If you're going to be on the river, and it's 3, generating 3.
They moved 6 yesterday, so they're trying to get the water down.
Right, they're trying to keep the lake water levels down, but
They know what's coming. Rain, rain,
yeah,
and rain.
Yeah, 30 days out of 31, it's going to be hard to keep that water level down. That's a look at your forecast and the water levels and pollen count and everything else, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Check out their website at retirearkansas.net.
We've had this month 9.26 inches of rain.
That's incredible.
And for the year, we've had 28.5.
Yeah.
And today's the 24th.
Yeah.
So we've had over an inch of rain. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's never going down.
It's nuts.
It's probably going to be July before the water level's down, right?
We've been running 5 inches of rain a month on average. 5 inches plus.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, we'll be able to see Cranfield Island probably in 2026.
With
About
that,
the same time I get this painted. All right, we're good.
It's a government project.
do you need help with this?
You want to paint? Come on over and paint. If
I'll
you
help
love
you paint.
painting,
You just let me
I'm
know
great
and I'll
with it.
come help you paint. With that, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
I'm Henry Canfield, your candidate for Baxter County Sheriff. I'm a veteran, a family man, with over 20 years of law enforcement experience. If you are ready for positive change in your community, I humbly ask for your support May 24th in the Republican primary.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Shannon Felicia, and I'm talking to you, the Baxter County citizen. I'm a military man, a veteran, a family man with over 25 years military experience in civil engineering, and I'm asking for your vote on May the 24th in the Republican primary to elect me, Shannon Felicia, as your next Baxter County judge.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, We hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Hello, this is State Representative Jack Fortner. I know you've heard lots of misleading statements about me being a liberal and pro-choice. I assure you, I am neither. I have both the endorsement of the Arkansas Right to Life Council and Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who said Representative Jack Fortner is a conservative Republican who has a consistent record of conservative values. Ask anybody that knows me what kind of a man I am. I ask for your vote, and I thank you for your support. Jack Fortner.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, and thank you for joining us. And in community news, it's time to vote. Are you going today?
It's election
Nope.
day. Nope.
None ya.
None yet?
None yet.
It's none of your business.
Oh,
Don't ask me that.
I did the early voting.
I did the early voting too.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
just got it
Scott.
done and out of the way.
Yeah.
It's just that it seems to be longer lines and everything the day of,
Right.
and it's just I was
I think-
in and out.
Yeah, I was in and out too, real quick.
I think that early voting
thinks.
is too long. I think they let it run on way too long.
Why?
Because
It gives everybody a chance. You
too
know,
much
if they're
room
busy
for
here, busy
too
there.
much room for shenanigans.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Maybe a week. Okay.
Maybe a week. Maybe.
14 days. I don't think so.
Well, in other news,
It's election day.
well, I mean, you know, the Georgia had changed, you know, some of their laws to make it easier, but also they changed some times around, and everybody in the left side and the media was saying that it was voter suppression, and
They've
they
had
are
more
having
people-
they are
they've had more
having
people vote.
record turnout.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
3 times as much as 2018 when we're in the midterm election, and it's nobody's having a problem. One old boy they were talking to said, I got in, got right out. It was the easiest thing ever. And so all lies. I want to just say that. All lies. That's all they do is spread lies.
Well,
Hate and
you
division.
know, it may not be a lie. They just don't know the truth.
Isn't that okay. Yeah.
Not a lie. They don't know it.
I'm going to go with that. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. And I have a special place for the Baxter County Library, working there for a few months, and so
You
I
must
wanted
not
to
have
show
gotten
you.
your last check.
I got it. I wanted to show you here on the website the special collections, the things that you can check
bring it
out.
up.
That's not just books. Yeah, so you go to BaxterCountyLibrary.org and scroll down to hear special collections. And look at this. You can check out an Orion telescope, a ukulele, and a fishing kit, and go over to the pond and fishing. Children's activity kits. So, kids are bored one day and you need something to do, go to the library, check out one of these kits. They can draw and play.
What do you mean by check one out?
Well, it's just like checking out a book. You go in, you got a library card, and you can check out this kit with fun activities and games and other things. They have portable CD players coming soon, portable DVD players now, and they have a huge collection of DVDs that you can check out. Huge collection. So get one of these DVDs, and book club in a bag.
Actually, it's a pretty cool idea.
I know, right? And book club in a bag. Each checkout includes a canvas bag that contains at least 5 copies of the same book with a list of discussions. So you can start your own book club with this bag. And, I've had people that really enjoyed doing that while I was there. So yeah, check out the Baxter County Library. They have a lot of things other than books.
There you go, Bob.
Yeah. Bob Moran.
Be right down there.
Right. In other news, 16 business licenses issued in April, and I just thought maybe the people would like to know what kind of businesses. Lennon Atkins for Specialized Automotive and Diesel LLC, an auto repair shop. Earl Goodwin for Zebby's Snow Cones, a food truck. Steve Brown for Greenscapes Garden Treasures, a garden retail shop. Christy Pickers for Artie Party Supplies. That was Artie Party or Pieces, a pottery and art studio. That's tongue twisted me, isn't it? Jeremy Hodges for Jeremy Hodges LMT, a massage therapy practice. Sarah Bright for Bright Chiropractic. Clay and Sarah Talley for Reposado House, a vacation rental. Sarah Smith for Early Look US, an ultrasound business. Wada Maliki for Stop One Smoke Shop. Jessica Alley for Slay the Crave, a retail store. 6 home-based business license. Emily Prohaska for Colt Dice LLC, handcrafted online sales. Leora Dominguez, thank you, for Shining Light Artistry and art business. Shane Bishop and Ben Deckus for DB Foam Inc., a spray foam insulation business. John Walk for John's Fencing, a fencing company. Charles Lewis for Charles Lewis Lawn Service. Dennis Basco for Ozark Mountain Express, a food truck. So total licensing revenue for April equals $11,262. This amount includes $6,200 in alcohol taxes and licenses, a total of $49.10 in occupation licenses, $20 in pet license, and $127 in garage sale license. Do you agree with the garage sale license?
Sure.
Yeah? Think it's good?
In the city limits, yeah.
In the city limits? Okay. And
I don't know how you come up with $127, but
well, how much is it per license? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they gave somebody a break. In other news, I thought this one stuck out. So a Marion County man was arrested recently for driving erratically on his motorcycle and leading authorities on a high-speed pursuit. You know, when they're chasing motorcycles, usually they can get away. But he couldn't handle his and crashed. 22-year-old Seth Shealy of Flippin was booked in the Marion County Law Enforcement Center and later released on $2,500 bond. So the trooper was running stationary radar on Flippin bypass when he noticed the motorcycle traveling at a high rate of speed and aggressively passing other vehicles. The bike was reportedly zigzagging between the first and second lanes of traffic and passing each vehicle it encountered, which were in close group of approximately 5. Troopers' radar clocked him at 75 miles an hour. He attempted to initiate a stop, but the motorcycle fled. It reportedly reached speeds greater than 100 miles per hour during the pursuit on Highway 62-412. The motorcycle was reportedly passing vehicles in no passing zones. Smart. In curves and at the crest of various hills. At least once, the bike utilized the shoulder to make a pass. The chase continued to Yaleville, but the motorcycle slid off the roadway when the suspect attempted to turn south onto Arkansas Highway 14. Wouldn't that have been a fun highway for this motorcycle?
It would have been a lot more fun for the motorcycle than would have been the trooper.
Yeah, the motorcycle would have definitely had an advantage at that point.
Well, no, because he couldn't even make a turn onto 14.
Well,
he slid off the roadway and crashed. The trooper caught up, exited his patrol unit, gave the motorcyclist commands to get off the bike, and attempted to pull him off the bike by a backpack strap. The trooper lost his footing and fell, and the motorcyclist, again took off. I didn't read all the way through. The trooper was able to get a tag number and description from the bike. The motorcycle and suspect were later spotted at Walmart in Flippin by a city officer.
Of all
be. He made contact with the suspect, identified as Shealy, who reportedly admitted his part in the pursuit. So that's, at least
he got away and got caught again.
It'd be a little hard to deny since the trooper's got a vehicle cam.
Yeah. He allegedly said one of the reasons he fled was he didn't believe authorities would be willing to chase him. Shealy faces a felony count of fleeing in a vehicle, substantial risk, and misdemeanor counts of refusal to submit to arrest, reckless driving, speeding more than 15 miles per hour over. How was it just 15? He was running over 100. Improper passing on the left, improper passing on the right, and operating a motorcycle without an endorsement. He's just checking all the boxes. Not smart. And then to go back to the area where...
All right. While we're kind of on the police thing, I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement because our good friend Bob Zador is part of this. So the Twin Lakes Retired Police are selling raffle tickets. Tickets for a chance to win a whole bunch of stuff. They've got a 2-day use of a houseboat from Bull Shoals Marina, auto and boat detailing, 5-ounce silver coin collection, gift certificates to Colton's. There's just so much. Tickets are $5 for one or $5 for 20. And they are a 501c3, so if you need the write-offs, you're more than welcome to. They're going to be at the Old Harps from 8 to 4 on the 24th and June 7th. Sorry, 8 to 4 on the 24th and June 7th. So
wow,
that'd be today.
Yep.
Very good.
It'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
Help them out. I know they do a lot with scholarships and stuff like that with it. So it's a good thing.
Yeah. Very good.
Got some sports news.
Sure.
Congratulations to 3 Mountain Home Bombers. Got preseason offers to go play college at Evangel. Elijah Legg, Sam the Commodore Morton, and Brady Barnett have all been
awesome.
Received their first college offers to go on to the next level and play. Congratulations to those young men, and I bet there'll be more than just those first initial offers. But to get a preseason offer as a junior going into your senior year, that's pretty exciting.
It is.
That's awesome.
That's very good. We've got some great athletes around here.
They're coming out of the woodwork.
Yes.
They're finally coming back out and playing. And one thing I would like to say though is we had a great 9th grade team last year that went on and win their conference championship, their newly formed conference, and several of those boys have decided that they may not want to play anymore or don't want to play next year. And I'm just highly encouraging each one of those to reconsider that decision. I don't know if it's the fear of going down the hill and be on the Bomber team, or if it's they don't want to give up their summer, they don't want to put in the work to get it done. I'm afraid if you do not play a game that you have enjoyed for the last however many years you've been playing, you make that choice not to play now, you're going to regret it.
Right.
So I encourage them to hang in there, put in the effort, make the trip down the hill. They're not going to let anybody abuse you or bully you or anything like that. Get over the fear of making that trip and become a Bomber.
And I agree with that because Kirsten, she wanted to a couple of times in her high school soccer career, and she stuck it out, and she was glad that she did. I mean, it got her a scholarship into Williams Baptist.
Yeah.
So definitely stick it out. How much time do they have from leaving the junior high to the high school to make the decision? Does it have to be right now?
It's now.
It's now?
Yeah.
It's now.
All right.
Yeah, there's not much of a gap there, and the reason for that is they need to get as much work put in as possible. Seasons aren't like they used to be. They've done away with the two-a-day program that used to be. AAA's kind of figured they'd need to be doing something different. So they have a spring program that's going on right now. Spring games should be coming up pretty quick. Then they'll have some downtime. It's an actual dead period. Is it the last 2 weeks of June, Scooter? Do you remember?
I have to look at the schedule. It's pretty close to that, though.
There is a downtime.
Yeah.
All schools in the state of Arkansas cannot do anything sports in that 2-week time period.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, it's a full-time gig.
Yeah.
And I understand some kids need to work, but they can still put in the effort in their off hours.
Yeah.
And with the coaching staff that we have now, we've put more kids into college playing at the next level in the last 2 years than we have as far back as I can remember.
Me too. It's been impressive. Yeah.
I've been around Bomber football since 1972, and I've never seen this number of kids go to the next level through the football program.
Yeah.
So
keep that in mind.
Parents, encourage your child to hang in there. Be the parent, and just let them know that it needs to be something. They've enjoyed it to this time. There's nothing changed.
Right.
They've gotten a little older, gotten themselves a little bigger, but so has everybody else. So there you go.
Great. Now we will take a short break, and we will come back with a Mr. Huckleberry. for
Stone
County Judge. We'll be visiting with him. Well, Bob, I'll be sitting here looking pretty. And with that, we'll take a break.
Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
As a practicing attorney with 28 years of courtroom experience, it is important to me that we have honest, fair, and experienced judges. I'm Jody Carney, and as the next district judge for Baxter and Marion counties, I want to help keep our communities safe and provide professional and efficient administration of justice. Please allow me to provide this service by voting Jody Carney for district judge. Early voting begins May 9th and continues through Election Day on May 24th.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Hi. Welcome back to the morning show. Our guest is Robert Huckleberry, candidate for Stone County Judge, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Mr. Huckleberry, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. The candidate for Stone County Judge, but we don't want to know about the candidate. We want to know about Robert Huckleberry.
Right.
Who is Robert Huckleberry?
Robert Huckleberry is a fifth-generation Harper on my mother's side. The Harpers settled in the Fox area of Stone County back in the late 1800s. They're one of the original half-dozen families, and I heard that the wagon train stopped when the cow died, and so that's where they settled. My grandfather was part of that land grant with a mule and a sawmill to provide lumber to build out the West. And he survived through some interesting means during the hard times with changing some corn into something else to get by in the 30s.
A little more money in that something else than there is just corn.
He did get the family through. Although I'm a teetotaler, I do not partake, but nevertheless, that is the family history. So we live on Harper Bluff. It overlooks the Middle Fork of the Little Red. There's about a 600-foot drop in a valley. It's absolutely gorgeous. But 1949, my mother turned 18, and like many people, she looked around, there wasn't much for her, so it's phenomenal. You get a little hillbilly girl back in 1949 joining the Air Force when it was only like a year and a half to 2 years old. And then, of course, then she met my dad and had her family in South Texas. So that's where I was born and raised in South Texas, Victoria. We did a little stint in Oklahoma as a Sooner, but don't hold that against me. Anyway, and we visited and camped up at Fox throughout the years, a handful of times. And of course, like many people, when she got retirement age, she came home.
Yeah.
And I followed suit. By the time she came home, we were in England. My wife, Susan, and I of 38 years. We were high school sweethearts, had 4 kids, a couple of them overseas, a couple of them here. And we are expecting our 7th grandchild, actually, hopefully Friday.
Congratulations.
So we, 27 years in the Air Force, we moved 17 times. You kind of drop kids off as you move when they get older. And
Right.
so she's got to take a trip to South Dakota. We have other grandkids in Ohio, New Jersey, and I've got a daughter in Dallas. And so what did we do when we retired? We came home.
Came back to Arkansas.
Yes.
So were you able to keep the family land through the years, or
That's
did you
right.
have to buy some of it back?
It's our original homestead. I did buy the property we currently live on by my uncle, Vernon Harper, who was there.
Okay.
So we got the sawmill, although the sawmill's been torn down, and we now do, we have a coffee roastery out in the middle of the Ozarks by ourselves.
Really?
So we roast coffee.
Commercial?
Yes, wholesale.
Okay.
Small batch, so.
Awesome.
That's right.
Where did your children grew up all across everywhere?
Yes.
Where did you go to high school at?
It was in Victoria, Texas.
In Victoria?
Actually, I started out in a small town in Bloomington, but I met my wife over there, so I transferred schools to be with her for my final year.
Oh, wow.
So I went from a graduating class of, maybe 50 to a graduating class of 700. So I could be next to her playing trombone in the band.
There you go.
And it worked.
Right.
So the grandchildren, what ages do they range?
Oh, my word. We've got from just about, she's holding up 8. I thought he was 10. All right, from 8 down
Time
to Friday.
Right.
This coming Friday.
There you go. Like brand new.
Brand spanking new. Owen. Yes, Owen is our last, it looks like.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
And you've been back in Stone County for how long?
It's going on 10 years. I retired out of the Air Force as a colonel in 2010, finished up my last bit of schooling by 2012, and then we moved here at the same year to build the roastery and transition down
What
here.
got you into the coffee business?
Oh, my word. Well, 27 years in the military, there is no lack of supply for bad coffee. And so I
Yeah.
never enjoyed it. Never enjoyed it. Hated it. It gave you bad breath. I didn't mean this to make this a coffee commercial, but you asked.
I asked.
But a cubicle mate, because in the Air Force, our mission is a lot in cubicles. So he brought a hot air popcorn popper and roasted coffee there in the office. And so for the first time, I had fresh roasted coffee. And then you could taste the floral, the fruit, the nut, the chocolates. All of a sudden it came alive, and I had no idea that coffee actually goes stale in 2 weeks. And then it just flattens out in a month, and we just toss it out to the plants after that. So to get coffee fresh between the 3rd and 14th day, that's the sweet spot, you have to roast it yourself or know a local roaster. Otherwise it's stale. Anything you buy in the retail market is stale.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
Interesting.
It is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
What was your job in the Air Force?
Well, we didn't have much, obviously. I think when my mom was making about $800 a month, we thought we were in it well. So obviously that's why I chose the military route. Enlisted, and we went overseas. During the weekends and nights, I did take college classes to cross over, but I was working on the F-111 in Lakenheath, England as a flight line mechanic. But then I got the bachelor's degree in industry, and I got a pilot's license during lunch breaks, and then applied for OCS and became an officer. And that's when things really changed. I never thought a little kid could go from where the humble beginnings we began to launching satellites from Cape Canaveral and Vandenberg. So that's what I ended up doing. I launched satellites.
Is that right?
Space, yes.
Do you still fly?
I do not. I added it up, and you spend a lot of money to end up where you left in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, the view's beautiful, but
Just make a big circle and come back.
You make a big circle and come back, and you end up where you started.
It's kind of like what you did with your land, though, right?
Right. You have to come back. And that is something that got me to involve myself, that we don't have an economy for young families in the Ozarks particularly, but in Stone County as well. We're a pretty poor county.
Is that what got you started and interested in politics?
Well, no. Actually, we had a JP that had to go on a missions trip, left a vacancy in my district. And so they tapped me on the shoulder, hey, would you fill in for a while? So I did for 2 years. And it was actually a pretty critical 2-year time frame, and I had a blast. Of course, 27 years in the government, nothing was really new. It's just at a smaller scale at the local level. And so enjoyed that. And then a couple of years later, actually last year, people started asking me to run, and because I was retired. I was enjoying life. We're still enjoying life. But then it started getting questions from both sides. I've had Democrats ask me to run based on my time at the Quorum Court. And then, of course, I'm a hardcore Republican and conservative Christian, and I was asked for them as well. And so when it got me curious, okay, this is a community thing. I can buy into this. If it's not going to be partisan and bitter, and it's not. I enjoy the relationship I have with the current judge and my opponent. Man of integrity, I think a lot of them. And I said, this is something we can do.
Yeah.
But my caveat was, if you ask me to run, then you've got to come up with the platform. So it's what I call the People's Platform. We did surveys and interviews, got about 200 inputs, and you can view it on roberthuckleberry.com. I laid it all out there. If you go to articles, you can even see the word cloud that I brought up with all the inputs of the community, and that's how we developed our platform. So it's a community effort.
Very nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Refreshing in this environment.
So are you currently in a seat on the Quorum Court?
I am not.
You're not. How long have you been removed from that?
Well, when you're appointed, you cannot be reelected.
Okay.
So you have to set out a term. And so this is the term I set out. I've been off for 2 years as of this coming December.
Get into the government of Stone County. How many members of a Quorum Court are there?
Well, we have 9 JPs,
Okay.
obviously, and those folks don't realize, I mean, they're the only voting members. The county judge is just a facilitator, pretty much. I mean, he or she does have veto power, but it's the legislators, the JPs, that should set the agenda and set policy and set ordinances and resolutions. They should drive it. Of course, in Stone County, we're just fortunate enough to find people to volunteer to be on the court. So there are some that are very involved and active, and some that won't know what they're doing until they show up and open up the envelope for that night.
How big is Stone County?
The last census, 12,359. We've actually declined. So we were stagnant from 20 years ago, and then we've actually declined in the last 10 years.
So each JP represents about 1,500 people, roughly.
Right. And the districts have to be redrawn to maintain the balance, that everyone has the equal number.
What is the biggest city in Stone County?
Well, we do have 2 incorporations. Obviously, Mountain View, we call it, it's a one-horse trough town, county. Mountain View is about 25% of the population, almost, they're getting up to about 3,000 now. And then we have a small little town, 56, over by Blanchard Springs Caverns, and they're less than 200. But nevertheless, they get about 2% of the taxes that we...
And they're the only 2 incorporated?
That's the only 2 incorporated. Now, we have a lot of tight communities that are unincorporated, like Fox. Fox is actually a little bit bigger than 56, but they can't agree on enough to want anyone in charge to get a tax benefit. And honestly, it's a wonderful... If we need something, we have an auction, we have a community gathering, and we just take care of it as neighbors.
That's good.
And they do a wonderful job doing it.
Yeah.
Just roll it up and be done with it.
Right.
7:45, we're going to take a quick break. We've got Robert Huckleberry, candidate for Stone County Judge, with us this morning, and Meet the Candidate is the segment that we've got going on right now. Today is Election Day. Get out and vote. Be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Kevin Liddy. I'm running for the office of Baxter County Judge. Over the last 28 years, I've served the citizens of Baxter County while working with the Mountain Home Police Department. I am passionate about the citizens and its employees, and I'd like to keep moving Baxter County forward. In the last few years, our county's infrastructure has greatly improved, and I would like to keep moving us forward. I'm Kevin Liddy. I ask for your vote in the Republican primary on May 24th.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
My name is John Montgomery. 18 years ago, you hired me as your Baxter County Sheriff. My management team and I have worked hard to make the Sheriff's Office a premier law enforcement agency. I believe that transparency is the greatest form of public trust. As a result, my guiding principles of honesty, integrity, and professionalism have shaped the direction of our office. Working for the citizens of Baxter County has been the greatest privilege of my professional career. I have much more to do for you and the Sheriff's Office, and I respectfully ask for your vote on May 24th.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
It's a matter of...
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Robert Huckleberry, candidate for Stone County Judge.
We were talking a little bit before the break about the makeup of the quorum court. What do you think your relationship is with your JPs, the 9 of them that are there?
Very interesting. When I was appointed there, I guess 4 years ago, honestly, our entire county has been Democrat. There were only 2 Republicans, period, elected and in office, and I was one of them. Or I wasn't elected; I was appointed, and then another. But they were all Democrats. But again, our Democrats in Stone County, like most in the Ozarks, they're not the national Democrat, what you see on TV. You know, these are good folks with a conservative fiscal, mindset. So it was, most things were done unanimously. Now, since then, this current election cycle, we've had 0 Democrats apply for elections. We've had 30 Republicans that filed, and the Democrats that are filing for re-election or new elections are now independents. They changed.
Wow.
So for the first time in history, no Democrats filed for this election cycle.
Tells you a lot about what's going on right now.
It does. It does.
Stone County has a 3-man race for sheriff at this moment. If you're elected, is that not right?
3.
Is there not? Is there more than 3?
Well, we've had up to 7. I think we were down to 6. 4 Republicans. We've got some independents. Of course, that won't happen until the general election in November. Okay. You won't see the independents come up. So the only one today that we need to vote for, and that's why I'm here, And the most important election is for the Sheriff's Department. And we have 4 that are signed off as Republicans, but only 3 are true Republicans.
That's maybe where I was headed.
There
with the
you
3.
go.
Anyway,
Yes.
If and when you're elected as the Stone County judge, what will your relationship be with the newly elected sheriff?
Great question. And we have had lunch and dinners with each of them to discuss this. I have a lot of personnel experience, obviously being in the Air Force, retired colonel. So personnel, if you take care of the people take care of the mission.
Yeah.
And right now that's not happening. Our Sheriff's Department the morale is bad. We've gone through some crisis in personnel and also with, just frankly, fraud, theft, and that sort of thing from the leadership. And then we've have a current sheriff that is just AWOL. He checked out. So there is no leadership. And the leadership that remains there is toxic. And so these folks that are running are wide-eyed to the problems, and they have my full respect. And we discuss things because prior to the previous administration was hands-off. And we're taught that in training. You know, the sheriffs run the Sheriff's Department. The JPs don't run the Sheriff's Department, neither does the judge. But the judge is the overall single personnel officer of the county, total. We do set personnel policy, budgeting and all that. So there has to be a relationship. And with the 3 Republicans and running, after talking to set up, I mean, right now we don't have job descriptions for any of our employees. We don't have roles and responsibilities. We don't have scope of work. We don't have training folders. This is in the Sheriff's Department, as well as in the rest of it, Road Department and the rest. We don't even have a career progression plan. And day one, if you come in the Sheriff's Department as a jail or dispatcher, you should know what you have to do to become sheriff, to get all the experience and training you need that later on that you would be qualified to run. None of that exists. It's not even in their mindset. So I sat down with all 3 of the Republicans and the 4th as well to go over that we are going to change that. Because as a personnelist, I can't let that slide. And that's what I mean when in the platform it talks about professionalism, to bring our personnel system into the 21st century, to actually have these plans available for each employee so we know the expectations. We actually have performance reviews once a year for every employee. Not one of them has ever been set down to see how they're doing, to see what we can do to help them with their job, or just to correct them or provide a information file on a plan to get them certified or trained or better performance if they're underperforming. None of that exists. So that will be part of the plan for the Sheriff's Department.
So with that said, you feel the relationship is good with the candidates?
Yes, of course, since we are Republicans, we signed a statement adhering to the Arkansas Republican Party, and I have to make that distinction. Arkansas Republican Party is its own system, and they have great principles that we all have to sign and adhere to, but I can't endorse until tomorrow morning.
Sure, I understand.
Right?
Yep.
So, but I've talked with each of them, and we all understand, we all shook heads, we're going to work together hand in glove. It all depends on their experience level of how involved I'll have to be. Some are very experienced, others are a little wet behind the ears.
Green behind the ears.
Yes.
What is the largest department within the county government, Stone County government?
The largest department. Initially, I want to go with roads just because of the budget, equipment, personnel. Sheriff's Department has about a $1.2 to $1.5 million budget, and of course they operate the jail as well. But they have, I believe they have a few less numbers. So I kind of divide it into thirds. You have roads, and then you have the Sheriff's Department, and then you have all the administration in between. It's about a third. Our total budget's about $5 million annually.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you what your budget number was.
I mean, your city alone at Mountain Home is what I heard, 22 million, something around there.
Right.
And our entire county budget is only 5.
Wow.
How many miles of roads do you have in Stone
All
County?
righty, good questions. There's about 1,100 miles of road. We are supposed to have 5 crews, although we're short of personnel, so we're running about 3.5, 4 crews to keep them graded. They're supposed to do between 2 and 5 miles a day. It's been a rough winter. It's been rainy. It's hard to grade mud.
Yep.
And so our roads are bad right now.
Stone County, are they a purchaser of equipment or a leaser of equipment?
Yes. We do a return on investment calculation each time we're up for that. So some we do own, some we do lease. Some leases then they're not viable at all or not even offered. And so we do have to buy. So this alternates, fluctuates. So, but we do have great equipment. The previous judge did a good job on that. We have a lot of funds in the account. And so it's not equipment and it's not funds. So it comes down to it's either the environment, it's either our not enough personnel, our personnel isn't trained, or we have a leadership issue.
What can you do to attract more qualified employees to those open positions?
The secret of the Ozarks. Oh, this hurts my heart. Because I do get calls from folks, whistleblowers and things like that, now that I'm running. And think of a backhoe operator or any equipment operator, just anybody, any equipment operator that's getting less than $15 an hour that's been working in Stone County for over 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, and they're barely getting 15. How do you keep them here?
Yeah.
So it shows you they're here for a different reason. They're not here to operate equipment in Stone County. They're here because they love to live here.
Yeah.
Their family's here, and it takes all the family to live here. Mama's got to work. And sometimes they have to have, a couple head of cattle. They've got to work other income streams to bring in. And it makes me proud, but it also hurts my heart as well that folks have to work so hard. And my mom couldn't. She had to join the military to have her career. So how can we do it? I do have a lot of ideas with that. I think we should tie our promotions and our salaries to actually performance and certifications rather than just tenure. So give incentives, per se, to get smarter, to work smarter, not harder.
Is there a step and grade program set in the county at this point?
It's basically, we do give a little bit for essential equipment, and same with the sheriff as well. But honestly, it's basically how long you've been there. Automatic.
Strictly tenure.
Right.
Outside of the county government, who is the largest employer in Stone County?
Oh, by far, it's either public schools or medical. Those are the big two, and that's where folks work. If they come out, the young high school graduates are either going into secondary education or they get a CNA and they work for senior care. Most of them.
Yeah.
After the tornado down several years ago, they rebuilt Stone County Medical Center. Is that continuing to thrive and grow? I noticed that BRMC has put a clinic down there.
They do. There's some healthy little competition there, which is good. More is better. Jody Smotherland is he's actually he spends a lot of time in Batesville, but he's our hospital administrator and medical center for the Whitewater system, and very involved with the community. I have not had personal care there. My wife is a nurse, a traveling nurse, and does clinics as well. We chose to work harder and elsewhere to get a lot of money fast that you can't get because, frankly, CNAs are bottom dollar wage. Nurses are making what CNAs should make here. It's still hard to get by. But as far as the care, we've got some amazing orthopedics. My brother had a knee replacement and stuff. We've got robotics for knee replacement. So things are improving.
Take about 20 seconds. Talk to that camera right there and tell the folks why they need to get out today and vote for Robert Huckleberry for Stone County Judge.
Well, have you filled your tank? We get $95 million of tourism into Stone County. That's our one of our largest income streams. And a survey that came out that 50% of the people are cutting back on their vacations, 40% have canceled, 30% are just doing minimum driving. We're going to need each other. So the good old boy system of yesteryear will not work in today's economy, and you feel it. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. I want you to thrive. I want our future to thrive. We have to plan for our future and not just react to crisis. That's what I bring to the table. So vote Robert Huckleberry for Stone County Judge.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning. That's been the morning show on XL7-TV. Get out and vote. See you tomorrow.